All right, if you have any blocks, grab them. Or maybe you have some cushions, a blanket, any type of prop that you feel that you need for your practice to help to be gentle and be kind to your body. Every day is a different day. We feel different. It's amazing how different I feel from one day to the next when I wake up, or really from 1 hour to the next. So depending on what time you practice or what's going on in your week, it's good to just have them standing by, because sometimes you just don't know if you're going to need that prop or not. So I always have blocks. And usually have a blanket, but I might forget it. All right, it's 6:30 and I'm going to go ahead and begin. Just going to welcome everybody first. We are going to start on our backs officially for when we start our physical practice. But right now, I just want to welcome everybody to active yoga for healing. So this yoga practice is going to be a little bit active, but that is very good for movements, our big body movements, which are stretches. We're going to move with breath, and just, a nice way to kind of just build some energy and kind of have full body movements. Get a little sweat on, maybe feel your muscles working, maybe. All right. Welcome. When I think of yoga, two things come to mind, and it's breath and balance. We will connect with our breath through the whole practice. We will begin by connecting and arriving and breathing and centering, and then throughout the practice, we're going to move with our breath. I'll talk a lot about it. I'll say the word breath a lot. We will inhale and exhale throughout our movements and our flow. Every posture, every movement has a dedicated inhale or exhale. You're going to move at your own pace. So you want to, don't speed up to catch with the breath. Let the movement move with your pace of breath. And you don't have to necessarily move with me. Everybody will be breathing at a different pace, probably, hopefully. And so then the other thing is balance. And balance is so important. And there's different ways that I'm going to look at balance. One is just the actual balance. We're going to have our tree pose today, which is balance. We'll have other opportunities to have a physical balance in your body, but also just bringing that balance of mind and body and spirit, which is yoga. And also making sure to balance effort and ease. Add a little effort if you feel like you can. Ease off when you need to. Just really find that perfect balance of effort and ease throughout your practice. And so therefore, like I said, I'm just going to really think about balance today. My intention is to provide that balance for you. And balance is so important in life in general. I always talk about a balanced diet, balance your life between family and work. So make sure that your yoga practice is very well balanced also. I'll shout out to my sister who has a coffee shop, and they're kind of based on the balance of the flavors. And I don't even want to speak to it because I'll mess it up, but I know it has to do with acidity and flavor and balance. So feel free to chat about that if you have any questions. Okay, let's begin on our backs and start our physical practice. And let's begin by connecting with our breath. Lie down on your back. You have made the choice to be here today, so you have already begun your practice. You have already begun the mindfulness. You have carved out this time in your day and found the space in your home, and you've prepared your mind to be here, so you have already begun your practice before you even got to this moment. Relax down on your mat and find yourself in a comfortable place. So to begin with, so that can be with bent knees, straight legs, arms down by your sides, palms up or down. Take a deep breath, inhale, fill the empty spaces of your body, Exhale, let go, and relax and release and let go with every exhale. I'm going to guide you through some breath right now while you're on your back. I want you to arrive, relax, set an intention if that's part of your practice as you inhale and exhale. Moving from that breath that takes us throughout our day, that breath that keeps us alive, and move into Yogi Breath, purposeful breath, breath with intention, breath with movement, beginning by thinking where that breath goes, breathing in through the ground, through your heel, exhale and feel the breath move out, rolling down your spine, out your body. Where does the breath come in and where does the breath exit? Where does the breath go? Close your mouth, sealed lips helps to build heat in your body with the Ujjayi breath. Inhaling and exhaling through closed lips, feeling the sounds of the ocean in the back of your throat. Inhale, exhale, and relax something, release something in your body. Maybe your hips, release and relax your hips. Let the breath go out. Inhale, a deep breath. Exhale, relax maybe your upper back and shoulders. With every exhale, relax and let go another part of your body, maybe your forehead. Next time, maybe your jaw. Take a little inventory of your body from head to toe. With each exhale, let some kind of tightness out. Let go of thought outside of your space, outside of your mat and your body. One more nice deep inhale. Open your mouth. Let go. And hopefully you feel like you have shifted from your day to your yoga practice. You've arrived in your space. You feel like your breath is connected and your mind is ready for your practice. Bend your knees, walk your feet in, and we're going to do a long, full body warm up before we start to flow. So let's begin by lifting those arms up above your head, reaching way back, touching the floor with the tops of your hands. Feel those shoulders and upper back awakening as you lift up. And exhale, bring those arms back down by your sides. Press the small of your back into the mat as you inhale and lift those arms all the way up. Hold at the top. Reach those fingers a little bit further back on an inhale. Exhale, roll those arms all the way back down. Now we always will move together in the beginning and then you'll move at your own pace for 2 or 3 more cycles. Moving with breath, inhaling as you lift those arms all the way up. Exhale, oh, I can feel my shoulders and my upper back beginning to stretch and awaken. Maybe you want to bring those arms all the way in a big snow angel circles all the way down by your sides. Maybe bring those arms all the way up. So you can bring the arms straight up and straight down, or you can bring them up and circle them around, whatever's going to feel good on you. Now you might have more range of motion in one shoulder than the other. So maybe one arm feels more comfortable going straight up and down. Maybe both arms can circle around as you work your way kind of down your spine. So just kind of play around with that for another breath or two. After you finish the last one, bring those arms right back down by your sides. Palms are down. Ground through your heels. And on your next inhale, lift your hips up into a little bridge. So we got the upper back and shoulders a little warmed up. Now we're going to warm up our low back. This is a little back bend in the front of our hips as we have a moving bridge. We lift with an inhale. Exhale, lower back down on an exhale, moving nice and long breaths. I want a long lift. Exhale, a long exhale. Now, if you feel this is any straining in your low back, bring your heels a little closer to your butt. So that'll take away some of the pressure in your low back and glutes. A little more into the glute than the low back, I should say. Exhale down. Now let's lift up and hold at the top. Hold for a full breath cycle. So lift a little higher. Only if that feels good. Exhale down. You should feel that low back and your hips opening up. Now add the arms with the hips. Full body moving bridge. That's where we begin our energy for healing. Inhale. Arms up and hips up. Exhale, bring both back down. Full. I love this full body moving bridge. Also, exhale down. You keep moving and I can keep talking. I also like to start on our back with bridge at the end of the day because a lot of us, not me necessarily, a lot of you might be seated for part of the day or a large portion of the day, or so it's nice to just kind of not start seated and just to be able to kind of loosen up those hips before we begin. So one more time, stay at the top, this last one, and maybe bring those hands under the small of your back. Maybe place your elbows in your palms if you can have that type of flexibility in the front of your shoulders, or just clasp your fingertips and reach down for your heels. And this is always optional. Remember, effort and ease. Inhale as you lift a little higher. Exhale as you roll all the way back down. Bring your knees in. Tuck your arms around your shins or under your calves. Whatever's going to feel good. It might feel better to tuck them under. Bring your forehead to your knees to round your back as much as possible. Maybe even rock back and forth and massage your spine. Like a little roly-poly. Oh, that feels pretty good. All right, good. Come on back to stillness. You keep those knees above your hips, 90 degrees. Take your arms out to a T, and let's do a nice low body twist, release, low back. Knees are stacked and go all the way over to one side. Gaze goes to the other, arms are out to a T. Take a deep breath. Feeling when you're in a twist or any type of movement, especially a twist, as you inhale, a big inhale, you're able to kind of stretch some other soft tissues that you can't necessarily get to. But don't over twist. No shallow breaths. If you feel like it hurts to take a deep breath, just kind of ease off a little bit. Maybe roll your body a little further over into that. But also you can feel this nice stretch across the opposite arm. So I'm going to my left, but I'm not, because I'm nearing you. All right, so maybe straighten that top leg but touch the toes onto the ground, onto the floor, and maybe bring them up towards your hand, towards your fingers on that other arm. So the arms are straight out like a T. So now you got a big body twist. Keeping the toes down low on the floor and bringing the toes up towards your hand, maybe, or keep that top knee bent. Gaze goes opposite. Take that deep breath again and feel those stretches, maybe that IT band on that top leg. Inhale, bend that top leg, stack those knees again, bring yourself all the way back up so your spine is flat, and let's go ahead and round your spine again. Wrap your arms under or over your shins, forehead to your knees, come on back down, arms out to a T and release the other way. Pausing here, and this is a place I could have told you on the other side that if you have a block, that can take away the twist. A block or a cushion or something, if you find that it's just a little too much on your low back to have that full body, low body twist, just lift the floor. Always bring the floor up. If something is a little bit overly stretched, just lift the floor. And maybe change the positioning of the block. And then maybe after you're in this twist, you can maybe take the block away and find that, okay, that's a little more comfortable. And now your option to straighten that top leg, touch the floor, and maybe bring it up. I say maybe a lot. I just realized, I think me saying maybe is always a reminder that every time I do anything more when we're in a pose, it's optional. So just remember that. I always feel like if I don't say maybe, that everybody's going to do it. All right. Inhale. Exhale. All right. And hopefully you stay in these stretches long enough that you feel that Golgi tendon release. You feel a little bit, it's tight at first, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, yeah, I feel a release. Good. Bend the top knee. Lift yourself back up. Okay, good. So got some hips and low back. Let's go ahead and round again, tight as you can. All right, so we're going to be easy on our joints today when we work our core. So let's just do a little core here. Arms can be down by your sides or out in a T, wherever you want. You've got your knees above. You're still in that 90 degrees, knees above hips. And we're going to work our core by tapping one toe down at a time. So like a little reverse. Kind of like a reverse crunch there. Tapping. Now here's where you can always add on. You can tap both toes down just to make it a little more challenging. Press the small of your back into the mat. Breathe out as you touch. Inhale, lift. And down and up. All right, so now we can do it more if you want. You can straighten one leg and just barely brush the floor with your heel and bring the other one in and then straighten the other leg. All right, so remember, tap one toe or straighten the leg, or you can always, pretty advanced if you want to, you can straighten both legs, but I'm not even gonna do that. That's really rough on the hip flexors and low back. So I recommend straightening one leg at a time, core work here. All right, so just wherever you're at, do 4 more at your own pace. Exhaling as you lower, that's where your work is. Good, okay, come on back. Place those feet down on the mat. All right, lift your arms up so that your fingers are reaching towards the ceiling. Bend your arms, open them up. So you just did cactus arms. Bent them and opened them up. So you've got goalpost arms or cactus arms flat on the ground. All right. Now bring them back up and give your eagle arms. So we bring them back up and we're going to eagle arm right under the left. All right. And then this is going to help to stretch out our upper back and give a little core. So with our eagle arms, we're going to come up, little crunches, all right? Little bit of core work here while we're stretching our upper back. Only go high as you feel comfortable. You know, I'm breathing because I am talking, so make sure you breathe too. All right, do a couple more. Good. All right, come on. And then come on back down. Unbind those arms. Bring them all the way back down. Straight back down by your sides. Lift those legs back up and do one more set with the low body before we do the other side with the eagle. Toe taps to begin with. Straighten the legs if you want to. Just do 8 at your own pace. That'll be our primary core work today. When you're done your 8, I lost track of how many I've done. I think I'll do 2 more. And then place your feet down. And then lift those arms. Point those fingers towards the ceiling. Bend your elbows. All right, I had you place them down on the floor before because it just kind of feels good. Then lift them back up. Left under the right. And one side will feel different than the other. All right. Lift those elbows up a little bit. And then 8 little eagle upper body crunches. Breathe out on the way up. Good. Here's our active yoga for healing. We're healing our minds, healing our bodies. Good. When you've done your 8, unwind, unbind, tuck yourself up in that little ball one more time, and then rock back and forth and come to seated. Get there wherever you can. And now we'll meet in our seated. Grounding through your sits bones. Inhale with a long, strong spine. Exhale, roll your shoulders down. Feel the breath roll down your spine like a waterfall. And let's do a little bit of neck work. Let's inhale and exhale. Chin to chest, gaze up, feeling a stretch in the front of your neck. Exhale, stretch down your back, neck. Couple more like that. Breath to movement. Relax those shoulders. All right, come on back to center. And there was a little, yes, now let's do some nose. See how far we can get here with a little bit of, couple more times, just as far as you can go without overstretching. Come back to stillness. Shoulders up, back and down. Inhale, exhale, bring your ear down to your shoulder. Inhale, exhale, relax those arms, relax your hands. They can be up or down. We're just doing some neck work here. Inhale and exhale. Got to work get everything stretched out. Back up. Inhale, turn to the left or the right. Bring your chin down to your shoulder on an exhale. Swing down, chin all the way down, and bring yourself all the way back up and come to center. Turn the other way, bring your chin down to your shoulder. So inhale, lengthen, turn, exhale, down. And swing back around. All right, good. Now maybe swing back and forth from shoulder to shoulder, only if that feels good. If you have neck issues, it might not, but then maybe if you have neck issues, it might. Okay, so come on back up to neutral spine. One more no, and always finish with a yes. Always finish with a yes. Hands at heart center for some seated sun salutations. Let's lift up, inhale. Hold up, gaze up, lift up, feeling that side body. Exhale, arms down by your sides, chin to chest. Move with breath. Inhale, exhale down. Let's do some side body stretches. Inhale, lift. Exhale, over to the right. I'm going to mirror you now. And hold. Hold for a full breath cycle. Anchor that opposite hip down. If you've gone to the right, anchor that left hip down. Reach. Inhale. Exhale. Hold a little bit. Don't hold your breath, but we're going to hold the posture for a breath or two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, over. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your body with your breath. Inhale. Exhale, over. Turn and look at your hand. Maybe reach that arm over a little more. So we've turned your neck down, facing down at your hand. Inhale, lift. Exhale, over. Turn your gaze down to your hand. See how that feels different than if you stared straight ahead. Inhale, lift up, exhale, hands at heart center and pause. Inhale, repeat with movement. Exhale, hands down by your sides. Chin to chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, over one way, just for a full breath. Inhale, exhale, over. Movements are getting a little faster. Inhale, but not fast. Pause here. Exhale, cactus arms again, and eagle arms again. Bring the left under the right. Lift the elbows, and exhale, fold. For a long exhale. Let your head hang heavy like a bowling ball. Inhale, use your breath to unwind and unbind. Bring those arms back up into goalposts. Cactus arms, palms behind you, reach down, lift those arms up and fold. If that feels good, lift those arms up. Protect those shoulders. Inhale, use your breath to lift you up. Exhale, hands at heart center and pause. Now we're going to take our arms behind and you're going to take your legs out. Okay, we're giving those knees a break and those hips a break. All right, take those feet out wide. Don't worry, we're going to get the other side, but we're taking a little break here. Hips and low back break. Windshield wiper from side to side. And let's come back to stillness. Walk your feet back in. And do you remember how you were crossed? If you don't, go with what feels natural, and then probably you need to go the other way. All right, ground down again. Take a long breath through those sits bones, a long lengthen that spine. Exhale, release, hands to heart center. We're gonna repeat with movement and just do everything again. Lift up. Inhale, both arms come down. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift, side body stretch. Maybe go to the left first this time for a full exhale. Feeling a little looser. Inhale, exhale, over. Inhale, lift. And let's bring our arms to cactus arms. This time, bring the right under the left, the opposite. I did a left under, now I did a right under. But I'm hearing you. Lift your elbows, fold. Inhale, lift up. Cactus arms, palms behind. Oops, sorry, Kitty. And lift, lengthen your spine and fold. Use your breath to lift you up. And let's exhale as we twist to the right. Twist and place your left hand on the outside of your right thigh, your right arm behind, lengthen your spine, twist a little bit more if it's there for you. Bring your shin back down to your shoulder. Should feel pretty good on the neck since we got it stretched out a little bit already. Take that right arm and bring it around to the front. Cup both of your knees with both of your palms and wiggle around. I'm really big into these upper back. Actually, I had a request from somebody that's out there. Same person at the coffee shop. For some neck and upper back work. Let's open our arms wide. Open your chest, lift your gaze, feel that throat opening up. Exhale, twist your palms to the back. Little doorknob twist, just do as many as you need. Feeling the shoulders, the biceps, and the forearms stretching. And just make sure to always kind of let that head hang. Protect your neck, think about it. Don't forget about it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Take a pause. One more time, we lift. Exhale, arms down by our sides. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side body to the right. Maybe, it doesn't matter. Exhale, over. Inhale, lift. And let's twist the other way. Going to the left. Bring that left arm behind. Lengthen your spine. Chin to shoulder. Inhale. Hold the posture, not the breath. Take your left arm around. Cup your knees. So feel a little different on that upper back. Head is heavy. Swivel around. On your next inhale, open your arms wide. Rotate your palms back. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. And I'm feeling pretty good in my neck, shoulders, upper back, all the way down to the hips. And we're ready to move into tabletop. All right. Now let's work our way down our spine. And to hamstrings, obviously, in our downward facing dog. First, give me some cow and cat as I put the hair up. Grounding through all four limbs, of course, to begin with. Be very mindful. Tops of your feet touching, toes are back, palms are under your elbows, elbows under your shoulders. Lift those hips in your cow. Gaze, chest, and hips lift. Exhale, round into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. This time we're going to move from a big angry cat all the way back into child's pose. Toes are touching, knees are wide, heels are wide. Reach those hips way back. Take a deep breath. Exhale down and pause. Bringing you to child's pose now is a reminder that this is someplace that you can always go. Always move into child's pose if you feel like you need to take a break, your body needs something. So we're just pausing in there right now. All right, so let's move back up to tabletop. And then from tabletop, bring those hands a little far forward. We're going to do a modified plank. For those of you who want to stay modified, this is about all different options. So we're on our knees now. Elbows are straight back. Your arms are brushing the insides. The insides of your arms are brushing your body as you slowly lower down into your chaturanga, okay? So slowly come down. Now take your arms out wide and lift yourself up into a little bitty back bend. Those arms are wide, keeping you from being able to go up too far. Exhale, roll back down. Fan fingers by the corners of your mat. Push yourself up just a little bit further. Exhale, come back down. Bring your hands by your chest and lift yourself up until a cobra as you straighten those arms. We did get the back warmed up, so this is safe. And just exhale into tabletop to child's pose. Hips go way back. Come on back to tabletop and move from tabletop into that supported plank again. At this point, at any point you want to lift them up on those toes and move into regular plank, you can. Otherwise, you can stay on your knees. Take a deep breath. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, lift up into cobra. Exhale, knees to table to child's. Inhale, come on back to tabletop. Exhale, pause. Knees or toes, plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. I'm going to stay on my toes, my knees tonight. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, knees to child's. One more time. Move back into supported plank or regular plank. Slowly lower down. Feeling those arm muscles are beginning to work. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's. Pausing here. Take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale, curl your toes, and downward facing dog. All right, so this is our first downward facing dog. So make sure that you really kind of pedal your heels. Walk your dog. Be kind. Keep those knees bent as long as you need to. All right. You don't have to have those heels touching the mat. They're just heading that direction, right? They're straight, pushing straight back. Tuck my shirt in. I'm not used to wearing a t-shirt when I teach yoga. All right. So pausing here. Inhale. And let's go back. Bring your hands to your feet. So keep those knees bent as long as you need to. So we're going backwards, just kind of shake things up. Now keep those knees bent if you need to. And let's inhale and lift ourselves all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center and pause. All right, let's spend a little more time getting those hamstrings warmed up. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up. Extended mountain. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend those knees as much as you need to. Pausing here. And then if you want, you can use your blocks or your shins. And we're going to lift up into a half fold. Sometimes just grabbing those blocks for a half fold, something different. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, maybe make those blocks tall. So you're flattening those. You're flattening your back. You're feeling the back of those legs. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, half fold. Hello, hamstrings. Exhale, forward fold. Place your hands on the mat and gently walk yourself back out to your plank. Knees or toes. Chaturanga optional, where you can just lower down gently. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Back into child's pose. Inhale, curl your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walking that dog a little bit longer. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands to your feet. Bend your knees and lift you all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. And pause. Hands by your sides. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, walk yourself out to plank. Knees or toes, chaturanga. A little backwards flow. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, knees to child's. Inhale, curl your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, walk your hands to your feet. Maybe straighten your legs even more this time. Pausing here, inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. And let's go down one more time. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, walk yourself out to plank. Slowly lower down, chaturanga optional. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, knees to table to child's. Hopefully you're a little bit warmer. Hamstrings are awake. Inhale, curl your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time we're going to walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, look through your hands to the top of the mat and take as many steps as you need to as you exhale to the top of the mat. Take as many steps as you need to. Be kind to your body. Inhale, lift all the way up again. That extended mountain. Exhale, hands at heart center and pause. Okay, now we're going to warm up. We got the back of the legs, those hamstrings looser. So now we're going to warm up the front of our legs with a moving chair. All right, building energy in this moving chair. So let's take a look at your feet. Look down and maybe bring your feet closer together. Toes can be just a sliver. So instead of, you're a little wider before with mountain pose, you want to have your feet a little closer together. Bring your hands at heart center to begin with. Now chair pose is very challenging in a regular, in your traditional chair pose. Those arms are up here, biceps by your ears and all that. Okay, so I tend to kind of want to really keep the arms moving. Optional, you can always bring your arms straight up in a regular chair. But I just think that that's just really, really rough on the body, especially when we're working on healing. So let's inhale our arms all the way up and exhale as you bring your hands to heart center and sit down into our chair pose. Abs engaged, sit into those heels. So that's your beautiful chair. Now at any point you want to, you can always bring those arms up into traditional chair, but I'm not going to today. Let's lift all the way back up. Exhale, hands down. Moving chair helps to say hello to our quads nicely. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale. This time, let's change those arms. Let's start at heart center and take those arms out wide. Inhale, lift back up. Arms back down by your sides. Building some energy and some heat. Exhale, wing those arms out. Inhale, lift and down. Let's change our arms. Airplane arms. We're going to inhale and sit back. Engage those triceps. Pinkies are high. Palms face each other. Sit back into their chair with those airplane arms. Inhale, lift. Arms all the way up and down. And again, lift. Inhale, exhale. One more time, lift. Arms back down. Now let's add in a little drinking bird. Inhale, lift, exhale. Balance coming in. So arms are back and lift up onto your toes. Drinking bird, looking over the cliff. All right, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, just briefly bring those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, place your left foot back behind you. Place your hands down on the mat. Hold here. Bring that left knee down. Uncurl your back toes and pause. So now we're in a nice runner's lunge. We're going to lift up to the right. Place your hand close to the inside of your foot or way out wide on the mat. Inhale, lifting up. Another twist. We did a lot of twists earlier, so we should be good to go here. Inhale, lengthen, hold. Inhale. Exhale, frame your foot. And now we're going to come back and forth, straightening that front leg, hamstrings, hello. and back and forward. I love this move. Hold here and pause. And this is one where it's nice to have those blocks. You can stay low on the floor. You can use your blocks. If you want to challenge yourself, you can come on up a little higher and lift your arms. Maybe you want to fold. Inhale. Exhale, holding this. Inhale. And then exhale, let's come forward, bend that front knee again. Pausing here. And let's lift up into low lunge. Anjaneyasana. Feel that really nice stretch in the front of that hip flexor on that left side. Inhale, lift. Take your left hand on the outside of that right thigh and press as you open up. Another twist. Gaze follows those right fingertips way back. Inhale. And exhale, hold. On your next inhale, swing that right arm, bring it down, bring it all the way back up. Now, if you'd like, reach back. So with that chair, we work those quads. Maybe you want to reach back for that left foot. All right, it's optional. If that feels good, might want to just lift that foot up. It's still stretching that quad and hip flexor. Or maybe you want to grab for that foot. Maybe this first time through you don't. Maybe you want to use your block here to help you out. Optional. Release that back leg and bring your hands back down. Frame your foot. Curl your back toe. Lift the back knee. Pausing here. Inhale. Exhale. Step that left foot through. You're back here in the front of the mat. Bend your knees. Lift all the way up. Exhale. Hands at heart center. Now we'll do 3 moving chairs. Hands down, check out your feet. Let's lift up, inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, we're gonna bring those hands down to heart center. Inhale, lift, exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, wing your arms out. Inhale, lift, and down. Inhale, lift. Airplane arms, bring them back. Engage those triceps, pinkies tall, hold. Lift up, drinking bird. Up on those toes. Where's that balance? Core is engaged. Inhale. Exhale, bring those heels down. A nice brief inhale, lifts those arms up. Optional, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, place your hands on the mat, step the right foot back and pause. See me. And bring that right knee down, uncurl those back toes. Enjoy that front hip flexor stretch. Take that right hand and either you can use your block here, outside of the mat, or the further hand, the closer the hand goes to your foot, the more of a twist you're gonna get. Lift up and hold for a full breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down and frame your foot. And then let's work on that hamstring on that front leg. Back and forth, using the blocks if you like. Walk with the blocks. Toe lift, juice it up, that hamstring. After around the third one, maybe just pause right here. And maybe you want to lift. Keep those front toes lifted. Maybe fold. Inhale. Exhale, bend that front knee and come forward. Lift up into Anjaneyasana. Pause. Inhale. Place your right hand on the outside of that left thigh. Twist back to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Swing that arm down. Come on up. And reach back maybe for that right foot, for that quad stretch on that side. All right, we're just doing this part once. Maybe you want to hold on the block. Maybe you want to lift that arm up. Inhale. Exhale, release that back foot. Come on down and frame your foot. Curl those back toes. Lift the back knee. Step forward. Bend your knees, lift you all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center, and pause. Nice. Okay, we got the chair done, so we don't need to do any more chair. Let's move on. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, step your left foot back. Moving with breath as we repeat and add on. Knee comes down. On your inhale, lift up to the right. Exhale, frame your foot. Come on back into the half split. Maybe lift up. It's a little bit of balance, challenge, and forward fold's optional. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up into this Anjaneyasana. Exhale, twist back. Maybe open up both of your arms. This time, optional. Inhale, swing that arm up. Exhale, come down to lizard pose. Again, blocks are your friend here. Lift the floor. Holding, maybe turn those toes out. Maybe be down in your forearms or the block, you decide, and then just don't hold your breath. Really enjoy this. Inhale. I'm going to turn myself around because we're going to slowly bring ourselves, curl those back toes, push away the floor, curl the back toes, lift the back knee, and then gently bring yourself into side angle. Pivot that back heel. There's your block. Forearm on your thigh. Maybe hold. Maybe uttita that arm over. If you feel really juiced up, you can add a bind, but I'm not doing that yet. All right, enjoying that side angle. Arm doesn't need to reach down. Use the forearm or the block. Ground through that nice front bent knee. On your next inhale, reverse your warrior. Pull all the way back. Feel that side body that we got nice and stretched out earlier. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to warrior two. On your next inhale, let's lift all the way up. Toes are going to be facing forward. And we're going to exhale as we do a nice wide angle forward fold. Hold here. Blocks can be handy. Reaching through. Maybe take your feet wider and come down on your forearms. Wide angle forward fold. Feels so good. Let's push away the floor and bring it into a half fold. Hands on thighs or wide arms, you choose. And then exhale as you bend that left knee. Maybe use the floor. Lift those right toes. Pausing here. And then walk the other way, bend the right knee, come over here. And let's go back one more time this way. And come on back over. All right, now we're going to pivot on those back toes and bring ourselves all the way around into this runner's lunge. Inhale, lift up into supported L. And pause. Now, balance. Balance number two. Actually, everything is balance, but this will be actually specifically balance is if you want to move into your warrior three. Toes are down, both legs are straight. Stay in supported L if you'd like, or bring yourself into warrior three. Arms can be straight ahead, or they can be wide. Or you don't have to do warrior three at all, but if you are there, just hold for a full breath cycle. When you're ready, bring your hands back down to the mat. Bring that left foot down to meet the right. Bend your knees. Lift yourself all the way back up. Hands down in heart center and pause. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, right foot back. Bring the knee down. On your next inhale, lift up to the left. Exhale, come down and frame your foot. Inhale, come back to half split. Moving with breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come down. Lift up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, twist back to the left. Wide arms or pressing on the outside of that leg. Still what feels good to you. Inhale, swing that arm up. Exhale, come down to lizard on this side. And hold your lizard for a little bit. Toes out. Head is heavy. Slowly begin to push away the floor. Curl the back toes, lift your back knee, angle your heel so that you've got your feet prepared for your side angle. Grab that block if you need it, or forearm on your thigh. Lengthen that arm, Utthita over. Hold, maybe reach that arm down, up to you. Ground through that front heel, recommit to that front knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And hold. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Pause. In your warrior two. I could have had you kind of juice up a little bit there. Pausing in our warrior two, shoulders down, relaxed. On your next inhale, bring your arms all the way up wide. Turn your left toes so all the toes are facing forward. Exhale, wide angle, forward fold. And pausing here again. Take those legs wide if you like. Come down into your forearms. Maybe you want to bring your hands behind you and lift those arms up. Maybe you want to place your elbows in your palms and shake your head yes and no. We don't want to be upside down for too long, but just enjoy this posture. Inhale as you push away the floor to your half fold, wide arms, thighs, blocks, you name it. Exhale, bend the right knee and pause. Lift those toes over on that back side. And Skandasana over the other way. Making it more challenging for yourself if you want to by staying low and keeping your hands at heart center and taking your arms wide. Just go one more time each way at your own pace, pausing with that left knee bend, and then just slowly pivot yourself over so that you're in runner's lunge. Lift the right leg up and hold in supported L. When you're ready, if you're ready, warrior three. Optional, always. And when you're ready, exhale as you bring your hands down. Bring the right foot to meet the left. Bend your knees, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. All right, we're going to flow a little bit. Because for those of you who love a flow, a couple times before we finish. With our tree pose by my tree. Hands down by your sides. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, place your hands on the mat. Hop or step back into plank. Work your flow and meet in downward facing dog. Shoulder. Once you're in downward facing dog, lift your right leg. Inhale, lift it up high. Lift a little higher. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, lift all the way up into high crescent lunge. That's balance act all on its own. This is optional. We're going to do one little fist of fire and then slowly tap, tap, tap that left foot all the way up. Knee So just tap it forward until you have lifted your knee, hands up, turn your knee out, place it either on your shin. So we went from up to down rather than going like that, right? More challenge, more balance. Place that foot where you want it, on your calf or your thigh. Bring your hands down to heart center and pause in your tree pose. Maybe grow your branches, maybe add a little wind, totally up to you. Lift that knee back up, bring it back into center for just a little more balance. Exhale, place that foot back down, hands by your sides. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, place your hands on the mat, hop or step back into plank, work your flow and meet in downward facing dog. Optional chaturangas. You can always just go right into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up and high, a little higher. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that left foot through between your hands. Gently pause. Inhale, lift all the way up to high crescent lunge. Exhale, one fist of fire as we lunge down, and then slowly tap that right foot forward. Tap it forward until you lift the knee. Turn your knee out. Place it on your shin or your inner thigh for tree pose. Hands can be high, long branches, heart center maybe. And when you're ready, bring that knee back forward, bring your foot back down. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, one more flow. Work your flow, meet in downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, bring your knees to the mat for child's pose. Take a deep breath. Exhale, melt into your mat. Now I do a long warm up, as you saw. I like to really get everything stretched out and warmed up before we really flow. So we're just going to do a brief stretch to Savasana. So from child's pose, slowly just roll over onto your back. Work your way over onto your back. No boat because we did core early on. Bring your knees into your chest. Forehead to your knees. Grab the insides of your feet for a little happy baby. Nice, good energy flow. Inhale. Exhale, pressing the small of your back down into the mat, knees into your elbows. Maybe straightening your legs if you need a little extra hamstring stretch. Bring those knees back in. Tuck both knees in. Straighten your left leg all the way out. Tuck your right knee up really high and cross the midline of your body. Gaze goes over to the right. Bring yourself back up. Tuck both knees in. Straighten the right leg. Tuck the left leg in. Cross it over. Left arm goes out. Gaze goes out. Bring yourself back up. Tuck both knees in one more time. Forehead to your knees. Anything else that needs any extra stretching, go ahead and help balances you out, do so. Otherwise, release yourself into your Shavasana. Sometimes just going into a late in the evening Shavasana right after a kind of a harder, more energizing flow. It's nice to just say, ah. You earned your Savasana. Find your breath. Melt into your mat. Let the breath this time act more as a drink of water. Instead of having that breath help you arrive and center and focus. Now, the purpose of our breath now is to massage your body on the inside. Let the breath swirl through your body, rejuvenate, refresh, replenish. Nice spontaneous breathing, not having to think about how long, when we inhale, when we exhale, just let your mind drift off. Let your breathing come when it will. While you're in your Shavasana, I will read my favorite mantra. May all beings everywhere live happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to that happiness and freedom for all. If you'd like to bring yourself up to seated, please take a minute or so to do so. Or just stay on your mat in your evening Shavasana for as long as you want. But if you'd like to close our practice together, bring yourself back to seated, hands in the mudra of Anjali. Take your time. By all means, stay on your mat, on your back for as long as you like. And whether you're on your back or seated, think or do as we bring our thumbs, literally, or maybe just in our mind, to our foreheads as a reminder to have kind thoughts. To our lips as a reminder to speak kind and truthful words. And to our heart center as a reminder to always have the best of intentions. The light and love in me recognizes the light and love in all of you. Thank you for practicing with me this evening. Namaste. And I hope that some of you win something from the raffle and will join me or any of our instructors as we move forward with You Call This Yoga for the next week. Then we have a break, and then we have another full spring schedule. So thank you for coming, and as always, you can continue to donate tonight or anytime.